He's cold. We use him all. Yeah. So I was like looking up, as to where I was looking up various stuff. I think we might have to get something custom made. Size appropriate. Ross also has this bill.
See, it replaces one question with an entirely new set of questions.
Are we going? Are we doing this? It's 1:20.
Okay,
right?
but does everyone else know that?
Maybe.
Hey y'all, Shabbat Shalom, welcome. Happy Secular New Year. We're on page 120. There, see?
Right. Very good. Good job.
That's what I wanted. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I don't have fancy felts like you do.
Okay, the moment of truth. Is this going to be a good year or a bad year?
I don't know, you're so close to, yeah.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu l'hadlik ner shal Shabbat. All right. Good Shabbos, everyone.
All right, y'all, we're on page 128. Hine ma tovu manayim shevet achim gam yachad.
Hine ma tovu manayim, shevet achiot gam yachad. Hine ma tov, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov, shevet achiot gam yachad. Hine ma tovu manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tovu manayim, shevet achiot gam yachad. All right, y'all, we are now turning to page 138 for Lechad Odi. And tonight we're going to recite paragraphs 1, 5, and 9, and we arrive on paragraph 9. I'm going to invite y'all to stand up and face the entrance as we greet the Shabbat bride. Lechad Odi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. 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 Shamor v'zachor b'dibor echad, Hishmianu el hamyuchad, Adonai echad u'shemo echad, L'shem l'tiferet v'letila. Lechad Odi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lechad Odi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Hitoreri, ki ba'ore kumi ori, uri shir daberi, kivod Adonai aleka negila. Lechad Odi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lechad Odi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Please rise. Bo'vi v'shalom ateret bala, gam b'smicha uv'tzolam, tochimunei am segula, bo'vi chala. Lechad Odi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. 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 You may be seated. Okay, we're moving now over to Shalom Aleichem on page 142 of your prayer books. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Bo'echem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Barchuni l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Seichem l'shalom, malachei hashalom, malachei elyon. Mi melech malachei hamlachim, hakadosh baruch hu. Turn the page over to 144 for the Chatzi Kaddish. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabba Be'elma divrei chayotei v'yamlik malchutei B'chayechon uv'yomechon Uv'chayei dechol beit Yisrael Ba'agala uv'izman ka'ariv V'imaru amen Yehi shmei Rabba mevarach Le'alam ulam me'almayam Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yipromam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal Shemei Kudusha barichu le'elam min kol berchata v'shiratam Tushbechata v'nechemata da'al miran be'alma v'imaru amen. Turn to 146, and when you arrive there, I invite you to rise with me for the Baruch Hu. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Baruch hu et Adonai hamevorach. Baruch Adonai hamevorach, hamevorach le'olam va'ed. Hamevorach, hamevorach le'olam va'ed. You may be seated. Let's read together the bottom part of page 148 in the English. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, ruler of the universe, who speaks the evening into being, skillfully opening the gates and thoughtfully alters the time of changes and sees the seasons, and arranges the stars in their heavenly courses according to plan. You are creator of day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness from light, transforming day into night and distinguishing one from the other. Adonai Tzibaot is your name, ever-lifting God. May you reign continually over us into eternity. Blessed are you, God, Adonai, who brings on evening. Baruch atah Adonai hamariv arivim. Let us now read the bottom part of 151 in the English together as well. Wisdom and wonder, passion and instruction, story and symbol, all these things your Torah gives to us. And the more we devote ourselves to it, the more it grows and gives. What could be a truer token of your abiding love, and this holiest of your works in a living language that gives it form? Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. Moving into the Shema on page 152. Oh, right, sorry. Elliot, come up here. Good catch, I could not hear what you were saying. Elliot, okay, so I want to welcome someone to the tribe. Yes. I told you we were going to do this, right? I thought I mentioned this. Did I not mention this? Okay, all right. Sorry to surprise you, Elliot. All right, so Elliot was just converted recently, and so Elliot is going to help us lead in the Shema. I'm going to scoot over so you can see, put your book down. All right, I just want to say welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Malachuto leolam va'ed. Thank you, Elliot. Sorry for surprising you. Okay, move to the next page, 154. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol lavacha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol meyodecha v'hayu ha'devarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinartam levarnecha b'divrta ba'am b'shivtecha b'veitecha u'v'vtecha Havaderek, Ushofbecha Uvkumecha, Ukshartam Leot al Yadecha, V'hayula Totafot Beinenecha, Uktavtam al Mizuzo Beitecha, Uvisharecha. Lima'an Tizkeru V'asitem et Chol Mitzvotai, V'tim Kiroshim Leiloechem, Ani Adonai Elohechem, Asher tzitziechem meretz Mitzrayim, Liot lachem le'Elohim, Ani Adonai Elohechem. Adonai Elohechem emet. Okay, move over to Micha Mocha on page 158 of your prayer books. Lie, 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 mi chamocha ba'alim Adonai, mi chamocha ne'adar ba'kodesh, no ra tehilot osei efele, no ra tehilot osei efele, lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Let's read the English together on top of page 161. Let there be love and understanding among us, and let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Adonai, help us to walk with good companions, to live with hope in our hearts and eternity in our thoughts, that we may lie down in peace and rise up, waiting to do your will. Baruch atah Adonai, haporesh sukat shalom, aleni v'al kol amo Yisrael v'al Yerushalayim. Moving to the next page on 162 for Vishamru. Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, Lasot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berito lam. Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, Lasot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berito lam. B'nei Yovain, B'nei Yisrael, Oti le'olam, V'shamru B'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, Lasot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. Ki shechet yamim Asa Adonai, et ha-shamayim ve'et ha'aretz, v'shamru v'nei Yisrael, et ha-Shabbat, latzot et ha-Shabbat, ledorotam berit olam. Uvayom hashvi'i, Shafat vayinafash, Shafat vayinafash, Shavat vayinafash, V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, Lasot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. Okay, we now move to the Amidah on page 164, and when you arrive there, I invite you to stand with me. Adonai sefatai tiftach ufiyah hilatecha. Adonai sefatai tiftach ufiyah hilatecha. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Elohei Avokeinu v'Imotenu Elohei Abraham Elohei Yitzchak Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol v'Hagibor v'Hanorah El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim V'Konei HaKol V'Zocher Chasdei Avot V'Imahot U'Mevi Ge'ulam L'Bnei B'neihem L'man Shemo B'Yahava Melech Ozir U'Shia U'Magen Baruch Atah Adonai Magen Abraham Ezra Sarah Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai Mechayeh Kol Atah Rab Yoshia Mashiv HaRuach U'Marid HaGashem Mechalkel Chaim B'Chesed Mechayeh HaKol B'Rachamim Rabim Somech Noflim B'Rofei Cholim U'Matir Asurim U'Mekayem Emunato Lishanei Afar Michamocha Ba'al Gevurot U'Mido Melach Melech Memis U'Mechayem U'Matmir Yeshua Ve'enaman Atah Lechayot HaKol Baruch Atah Adonai Mechayeh HaKol. We now continue silently until page 180. You'll be seated whenever you like. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, Ve'yakol Yisrael, Ve'yakol Yoshvei Tevel, V'imru, Amen. Osei Shalom Bimroma, Hu Yaseh Shalom Aleinu, Ve'yakol Yisrael, Ve'yakol Yoshvei Tevel, V'imru, Amen. Ya'aseh Shalom, Ya'aseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Ve'yakol Yisrael, Ya'aseh Shalom, Ya'aseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Ve'yakol Yisrael, Ya'aseh Shalom, Ya'aseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, V'yakol Yisrael, Ya'aseh Shalom, Ya'aseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, V'yakol Yisrael. Okay, so words of Torah. Now, all right, so just a little bit of a preamble here. So I wrote like these 3 sermons kind of in a row, all the way back about the story of Jacob, and the third one I just could not get to in time. And now that we're a month away from the Parshat V'Yagash, I finally finished it. So I'm going to give you the sermon that I was supposed to give you about a month ago. I'm sorry for sort of the portion time lapse. And then we'll be back again next week with our regular scheduled portion. So there we go. Okay, so it's part 3. I'll give you a little bit of a reminder. And I'm going to set the scene for you. Jacob was working with his uncle Laban in a place called Haran. He married both Laban's daughters, Rachel and Leah. And after 20 years of servitude, God commanded Jacob to come back to the land of Canaan. For Jacob to leave with any kind of wealth, he would need to flee Laban, because Laban didn't want Jacob to go. And this only partially works, this fleeing, because with Jacob is a retinue of people, including his wives, his servants, and his children. And he's also living with a bunch of livestock. So he can't flee Laban fast. And Laban easily catches him, and Jacob and Laban negotiate a deal in which Jacob gets to keep his wealth and take it back to the land of Canaan. Now, in this previous sermon that I gave, I present these negotiations in a unique way. Instead of thinking of the situation as an encounter of 2 people, I like to think of this as an encounter of 2 nations. Jacob is a nascent nation, still attempting to understand what it means to run a country, while Laban represents an older, established nation. Jacob's time with Laban was essentially Laban's school of nation building, where Laban taught Jacob how to be a shrewd negotiator and how to find advantages against trade partners by out-tricking them. Laban himself tricked Jacob numerous times to show him how prepared he must be to run a nation against untrustworthy trade partners. Jacob's final encounter with Laban is like the final assessment of Jacob's education. And through persuasive argument and planning and compromise, Jacob achieves success. He's able to continue his journey in the land of Canaan with his family and wealth intact. But the tests for Jacob as a nation are far from over, because waiting for him in the land of Canaan is his estranged brother Esau. And if you remember, Jacob's last encounter with Esau did not go well. In fact, Esau is quoted as saying, "I will kill you," to Jacob. And Jacob had to flee for his life. And while we obviously frown upon brothers killing each other, Jacob is not innocent in his provocation of his brother. He had tricked Esau out of his birthright and then outright stole his blessing. This is not how brothers should treat each other. But once again, if we think of Jacob and Esau as nations, then I would suggest that this is not how nations should treat each other. Jacob's shrewd attempt to get ahead of Esau backfires and forces him to flee. But then Jacob, like Esau, discovered how it feels to be cruelly tricked through Laban. Thus, Jacob has been tempered, and recognizes that his trickery may have short-term gains, but also have long-term consequences. And his trip back to the land of Canaan is a march towards his old mistakes. And something peculiar occurs along his way. Jacob, understanding exactly the stakes of his return, begins to send gifts to Esau ahead of him. And Esau is accepting these gifts, but sending nothing back. In fact, Jacob's scouts report that Esau is coming toward him with 400 warriors. So Jacob does not have any understanding how his encounter with Esau is going to go, but it feels it won't go well. The narrator describes him as terrified, and that the night before his encounter with Esau, racked with guilt and anxiety, Jacob cannot sleep, and he takes a walk. There he encounters a stranger who wrestles with him. They wrestle all night, and Jacob was maimed but victorious, and the stranger changes his name from Jacob to Israel. And there is a lot of takeaways from this incredible moment, a lot of ways to understand what happened here. I think many of us know the experience of the night before a day that will be incredibly consequential. A day of destiny is what I call it. That evening before a day of destiny can be the worst. While a day of destiny can go well, the night before, all I can think about is how it can go wrong. And just like Jacob, those thoughts usually mean I don't get sleep for what will be an incredibly important day. Jacob's fear, his anxiety, and his doubt becomes a wrestling match in which changes his very identity. He becomes the nation he has been building, offered the name of the nation that will grow from the land of Canaan, because this is leadership. Jacob is following a calling from Adonai, and that brings his whole family and livelihood in danger. And yet this great risk is worth it if he can be the nation that Adonai predicted all those years ago while he was still in his mother's belly. Thus the story decides it's here, this night, before and not after the day of destiny, that Jacob receives his name change, that he fully embraces the responsibility of leadership and the burden of running a nation. Compared to what Jacob did to himself, the actual day was actually much easier. Jacob met with his brother Esau and his 400 warriors, and Jacob and Esau embraced and cried at their reunion and were loving brothers once again. And both Jacob and Esau showed great character that day. Esau willing to let go of Jacob's childhood trickery, and Jacob willing to grow up and own his own mistakes. While Laban, the wealthy sheep herder, taught Jacob a neighboring nation could always be untrustworthy and deceitful, on this day of destiny, Esau, the warrior, taught Jacob that a neighboring nation can be forgiving, honest, and forthcoming. At the end of this story arc, Jacob is prepared to build a great nation. Through an incredible education, discovers what it means to be a leader. He understands when to be kind and when to be shrewd. He learns that negotiating requires a mastery in persuasion, preparation, and compromise. And he conquers his own anxiety and discovers that his identity is found during times of fear and hardship. It's a fact of leadership. To conclude, I would like to point out that Jacob does not plant the seed to build a great nation in space. Israel and later Judah never occupied that much space and are dwarfed by the nations around it, like Egypt or Babylon or Assyria, Persia, Greece, and Rome, just to name a few. Jacob builds a nation that occupies time. Still today, we identify ourselves as inheritors of Jacob's work. A nation so powerful that cannot be conquered, it turns out, is not a vast geographical space, but an idea that transforms a nation into a community. And communities can survive the test of time, hardship, and suffering. A community that can be built and can grow anywhere or everywhere, especially in a place as cold as Alaska. Anyways, thank you all. That concludes my sermon. And we're going to move on now to the Misha Barak, the prayer of healing, which you can find on page 371 of your prayer books. And in our own community, we're thinking of these folks who are in need of healing: Ross Rumack, Frank Erwiskin, Hilly Goodstein, Micah Purdy, Susan Mermelstein, Kerr Clift, Josie Lemire, Eve Tigerian, Elliot Revis, Diane Courtney, Gary Martin, Ginger Spiro, James Fortson, Shurna Zorit, Emmy Zechariah, Herb Whiteshirt, and Cynthia Whiteshirt. Is there anything else that you are thinking about? Please feel free to say their names out loud or in your heart as my hand crosses the room. Misheberach avotenu Mekor habracha leimotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Misheberach imotenu Mekor habracha le'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. All right, we're now moving to the Elenu on page 587 of your prayer books, and when you arrive there, I invite you to stand with me. Oh boy. Shabbat la'adon ha'kol la'tegidulan le'yotzer breshit shehu samtel kenu l'chedet shemo v'garali lahamlik malchuto v'anachnu korim u'mishtachavim u'modin lifnei melech malchei hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Now turn to page 591. May we gain wisdom in our lives, overflowing like a river with understanding. Love each of us for the peace we bring to others. May our deeds exceed our speech. May we never lift up our hand, but to conquer fear and doubt and despair. Rise up like the sun, O God, over all humanity. Cause light to go forth over all the lands between the seas, and light up the universe with the joy of wholeness, of freedom, and of peace. V'ne'emar v'haya Adonai l'melech kol haaretz v'yom hahu yiyeh Adonai echad u'shemo We now turn to the Mourner's Kaddish, which you can find on page 598 of your prayer book. And this Shabbat, we're thinking about these yahrzeits, and they are Maurice Alexander, Maurice Geckler, Sidney Roberts, Brent Schomburg, Marion Silverbrook, and Milton Zanman. If there's someone who you were thinking about this evening, please feel free to say their names out loud or in your hearts as my hand crosses the room. Zichronam livracha, and then maybe for a blessing. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei rabbah, be'alma divra chayote v'yamlik malchute, b'chayechon u'v'yamechon u'v'chayedachol beit Yisrael, ba'agala u'vizman kari v'imru amen. Yehei shmei rabba mevarak le'olam elomei almaya, yitbarak v'yishtabak v'yitpa'ar v'yitbramam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemedu kudasha b'rechu, le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata, Tushbechata v'nechamata, dal miran be'alma v'imru, amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'yakol Yisrael v'imru, amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleni v'yakol Yisrael, v'imru. Amen. May the Lord create harmony on high, and peace to us and to all Israel, which we say, Amen. You may be seated. Since Roy's not here this evening, I'll give the announcements, and like the way he starts off, I'll start off saying that you all are welcome here and you all belong here. We don't have a ton going on this month, so we have, of course, Oneg right after this in the multi-purpose room, so please join us for that. Then tomorrow morning we have services starting at 10:30 with a tech study in the middle, and then on the weekdays we have Shabbat morning services on Wednesday over Zoom at 8:30, and then we have Thursday at 8:30 right here in this building. With kava pancakes after that. Religious school starts back up a week from this coming Sunday, and that's all I can think of. Anyone else got any? What am I missing? Right, thank you. Double Pure Shabbat is next week. Picture that, yep. So we'll have our 6 p.m. Children's Shabbat and then our 7:15 Grown Up Shabbat after that. And then anything else? I believe it's the February 1st, I think it's Sunday, February 1st. Yes, our Tu B'Shvat Seder. You're all welcome to that. It's hosted by the religious school, but the entire community is welcome. It's super fun. We have sort of like the spiritual journey where we taste various foods as kind of like a Seder experience, but for the New Year of the Trees, which feels weird to celebrate New Year's of the Trees in February, but we're not in Israel, and that's where they're celebrating it, so okay. You gotta make some sacrifices for Alaska. Anything else I'm forgetting? Okay.
Is there a one-on-one copy this month?
So what?
Is there a one-on-one copy?
Yes, it's always the third Saturday morning of the month at 9 a.m. And this month's theme or topic, I believe, is Shabbat. So very topical. Yes, exactly. So yes, and there's that going on. Anything else I'm forgetting? I'm not nearly good as Roy at this. Okay. Let's sing a little Bim Bam for our closing melody. Here we go. Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam, cheery beery beery bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. Shabbat shalom, hey, Shabbat shalom, hey, Shabbat 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 shalom, Shabbat shalom, hey, Shabbat shalom. Hey, Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam, cheery berry berry bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. Shabbat shalom, hey, Shabbat shalom, hey, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, hey, Shabbat shalom, hey, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom. Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. Shabbat shalom.
needing to talk to you. I was gonna send you an email